my manager was asked to go to Brazil back then,
Hmm.
for an acquisition project. So
Hmm.
basically, I was learning Portuguese by that time because I really
Okay.
like Portuguese. It was just like
Hmm.
first my first level, like super entry level.
Right.
But the people that weren't from Brazil, they needed to communicate through English.
Hmm.
So I was like, well, you know what? My manager back then, he was about to become a father, so he couldn't
Oh.
travel. And
Oh.
that's when he said, okay, so let me find someone that not only can speak or try to speak Portuguese, but can also explain English, because like all the report out and like all
Right.
presentations were from our like global leadership that is from the US, most of them.
Right. Right. Hmm.
So this is how I got my um like a temporary assignment, like short-term
Hmm. Hmm.
assignment to
Hmm.
Brazil.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so even though Portuguese, you'll think, oh, it's kind of similar than Spanish, it was
Hmm.
actually English, the one that allowed me to communicate also with the Brazilian folks, because that was like
Really?
the
Oh.
yeah, that was like the language that most of us could communicate, you know.
Right. So
So
a lot of people there in the company in Brazil could actually communicate in English.
yeah, because like they were being like acquired by our company, right? So
Uh-huh.
every time that we acquire a company, there's a group of experts of different
Right. Hmm.
different work streams, different areas, let's say, that we
Uh-huh.
will come to the acquired company and we'll adapt it, right? So most of us, we like the commonality will say like we could all speak in English, but we
Right.
there were some that we could speak Spanish, some that could speak Portuguese, but like
Right.
English was like the main communication, like main language, you know.
Right. Right. Uh-huh. I see. I see. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. So you probably didn't have any problem speaking with English speakers, but the Portuguese office talk around you, that was probably the more difficult thing for you to understand, right?
Yeah, so multiple things. That's when I started like working, because like the Brazilians had like this different accent, like
Hmm.
really beautiful accent, but sometimes
Right.
you couldn't
Hmm.
understand words. Or like for example, in Portuguese, if you have a word that ends with like a K or like a consonant, they
Hmm.
will add like an I at the end. For example,
Okay.
they will say, you know, the way we say Facebook, right? They will say
Hmm.
Facebooky, right?
Okay.
So those words that ends with like with a consonant, they will
Hmm.
add an I. So sometimes you were like in a conversation, you were trying to figure it out. What's that word, right? Like how would you spell that word, you know?
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, and also I started working with people from Ireland as well.
Oh, okay.
And then they were talking, and I remember like trying to understand, because they were using completely different words in English.
Yes.
Their
Hmm.
accent was really strong for me, and I
Hmm.
had never had the opportunity before to speak to a Irish person before.
Right. Right.
And
Yes.
then they were like using words that was like, oh my God. And I remember like hearing or trying to listen to their words or like reading their mouth, right? Like, oh my God,
Hmm.
what am I doing here? I'm not able to work here because there's no way we can
Hmm.
communicate with each other, right? Or sometimes they will use words like, oh, let's go to the canteen.
Uh-huh.
Canteen. What
Oh,
is the
sorry,
canteen?
that's the Irish people that would say that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
being there, so I was like, canteen. What's the canteen? If I think about a canteen, I think about a canteen in Costa Rica, right?
Right, right. Okay.
And that was
Yeah.
like 9 a.m. So I was like, something's off here, right? Still,
they're
you know,
going to
if
they're
yeah,
going to drink guaro at 9 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, I'm like, okay. But that's how they will call the cafeteria, or right.
Right, right. Yeah.
Um,
Oh. Yeah, so
And
canteen, yeah, you're right about that. Canteen has different meanings in different countries in the in the world, including in
yeah,
English speaking countries.
yeah.